What's up, guys? Aaron's here with the review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max after 1 month use. We have the midnight green iPhone 11 Pro Max. Still looks beautiful. Obviously, you can see I've been putting cases on it. Pretty much was using this case until I got this. I've used it pretty much nonstop, so that probably tells you what I think of it. We'll get into a little bit about it and do kind of a quick review. And just do a little quick comparison too on the size difference here. We'll go ahead and set that there just so you can kind of see, the hump right there alone. Now, the battery life's already excellent on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. But, heavy users like myself, I'm always watching YouTube, Twitch, taking pictures, tons of pictures. I do a lot of social media. I actually control kind of my company's page too. Just always like Reddit, touching my phone. I actually leave the screensaver off because I'm uploading videos. Having this extra case, and even though it's only rated at like 1430 milliamps hours, it's significantly better. And I think it has a lot to do with what they talk about, reviews don't talk about, is how the phone functions better at a higher battery percentage of the CPUs and stuff like that. Because what Apple says is that you're going to get an extra 5 hours, pretty much the screen time. If you get 10 hours, you're getting pretty much that extra 50% battery life of that 1430. So that puts it at about 5 hours. With me, this can get me through the whole day pretty much alone, which is extremely nice. And then I have this pretty much by the end of the night to just use my phone. Now I'll show you, I'm gonna use some of the screenshots of how I charge this thing. It does support the fast charger, which is nice. So you got that 18 watt USB-C that came with the phone. If you don't have it, if you're looking at it maybe for the iPhone 11, you're like, hey, I just want to see this guy's review. You can fast charge it, and it's still definitely fast charges. You see a little thing, I'll show this when it's lit up here in a little bit. But yeah, so it's definitely, built for heavy users, obviously, because it adds some weight to it. It's heavier than an OtterBox, and it definitely feels like a brick. I've dropped it on my toe twice, and it definitely hurts. But you can see there's no scuffs or anything. So it's going to be $129.99. There's 3 colors available. We got the black, obviously. There's a white color, and then there's also pink sand. The other big change to this is this has a dedicated camera button, which I'm kind of hit or miss on. I do use it. It's nice to kind of bring it up, but I swear sometimes it doesn't activate, and sometimes a little slower. I've seen some comments on my other video, the quick look, and they're like, hey, my button doesn't work sometimes. I don't know. It works. It's just, I don't always use it. Sometimes I think it's easier to just press the button, but it's nice to have that there. And obviously cool that Apple's actually working with some stuff. Again, you can kind of see, again, after 1 month's hard use, again, I'm in the military. I pull it out of my pocket a lot. Haven't really been in the field. Haven't been doing anything too crazy with it. But it does go in and out of my pockets, and it's pretty held up really nice. You can see the little oil prints and everything like that. So again, we talked about, it also does support the wireless charging, Apple Pay. It also works with Apple Pay. I use it, at the commissary. I use it at Target. No problem at all. Even with that extra hump on there, it still supports the Apple Pay. No problem at all. I do like the look of the case. Here, we'll go ahead and slide it on just so you can see it if you haven't seen the other video. All right. So this is on the, again, midnight green. You see it still looks really good. That's why I went with the black, how it fits in. And it does seem like these ones are a little darker, these buttons here. But just to kind of show you, you press the button and the camera comes up. You see, it's just like a little delayed. But see, it didn't come up there. You gotta like kind of long press it. I don't know. When I can just, hit that, it seems like, I don't know. Maybe it is about the same. But to me, I don't really use it too much, to be honest. But the big thing that people are gonna take away is it's heavy. This thing feels like a brick now. It's definitely a lot heavier. So some people from previous cases, they're like, oh, I don't even like this case. It's too much. It's too weight. I like these little I don't like no case. I'm naked or something. I don't know. You people are not going to like this case no matter how much battery life it gives you. It's extremely heavy. Now, if you're used to using, the OtterBoxes, I got it boxed up back here. You probably see I posted a video of it. Check that out. If you're used to using OtterBoxes, Defenders, Life Proofs, you're gonna like this case. You get used to the weight. It definitely feels heavy, but like I got used to it. It's not a big problem. Now, again, You know, it could depend upon your body. I'm kind of a bigger guy, again, military build, you know, stuff like that. You can hear it, you know, hopefully, you know, you see the difference. It's a lot heavier. It's thicker. They kind of revamped that bump on the last year's model on the iPhone XS to where it's kind of a little more flattened out instead of just one area compared to the old iPhone 7 ones, which I actually really enjoyed. But yeah, it's definitely thick. So speaker quality is excellent. No issues there talking on the phone or using it. So what it comes down to is $129.99, thick phone, but you're gonna get drastically improved battery life. Again, you probably are like, I don't even need the batteries, but if you do a lot of videos, as I said, my previous iPhone, the iPhone 10 that I used the 10s battery pack with, I wasn't always using that. You know, I used the leather case mainly, and then I would put that on if I really needed to. With this, what works so well is that it charges, keeps your phone, and again, you see where like my phone is charged 100%. It's 100% here, and it's only going to use the battery case. So that's me throughout the morning, 40 down to 42%, and it's going to use that. Now I'm going to show you in the video the screenshots I took and talk about them, where if you plug your phone in afterwards and how it works, and if your like case is charged down all the way, it's depleted, and then you plug it in, how that works and what it looks like. And I'll show you like 30 minutes and then another 15 minutes using the fast charging. Now I didn't use the regular one, I used the fast charger. I highly suggest using the fast charger if you have an internet. Battery life is great. But yeah, so it definitely does conserve your battery life. I'm still at 99% for the actual phone that I had since the day it came out. And so that's been a few months, but I've been using that battery case and, using my phone a lot, and it's good. So what's going to come down to, again, like I said, $129.99 is going to be the big price point here. It's pretty pricey. To me, I'm gonna keep this. It's worth it. I like it. It really drastically improves my battery life. I don't have to worry about a charger because I can make it through my long days of always being on my phone. The building I work in, it gets kind of iffy service, so that drains your battery quicker, all the good stuff. But that's going to be a deciding factor. So if I had to give it a number, I'd have to say 7.5 out of 10. And that's mainly because of the price. Now people are going to be like, I can get a battery pack cheaper. There's USB-C battery packs. I have all those. I'm going to throw them in here after this little video. I have all those, and it's just easier when your phone is just staying at 100% because of a case. Again, it is heavy, but you get used to it. Best advice, Apple has a pretty good return policy, 14 days. Some of you Best Buy people, you can get them at Best Buy, maybe at 30 or 45 days if you have elite status. So you can always check it out. That's my best advice, is just check it out, see if it's for you. But for me, I like it, 7.5 out of 10. We'll do some little quick comparisons and talk about the little videos. But that's my review. I'll talk about 8 minutes here of ranting. So definitely check it out for yourself. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that like and subscribe too. Definitely helps the channel. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got this thing or you returned it, what you think about it. All right, and just to show you guys a little more comparison here, this is a brand that I bought for the iPhone 10 before they released the actual one. And you see it's kind of similar design, but the difference is, you actually got to turn it on, and the way you charge the case, outside of it, obviously I haven't used this. I sold my iPhone 10. It's just, yeah, there's cheaper knockoff products and stuff like that. And yeah, they work, but it's still more like a USB pack. And again, a smart battery case, it works. It's kind of cool. When I had my Beats Pro wireless ones on there, it shows it all working. Like I said, I got these. I got used this for years. And then I got this one that has USB-C. Bought this one a couple years ago for the Switch, 20,000 milliamps. So as you see, like, I have chargers out there, yin yang, and use them. But, with the phone, this just really works. And I don't have to worry about charging it. And even if I get a few minutes to charge it up, you'll see from these pictures I'm about to post just how quick it charges up after 30 minutes and then 15 more minutes, and how it works. It still charges the phone while charging the case at the same time. But, it's just smart. It is a smart battery case. So again, that's kind of my thoughts. You kind of see the comparisons of some third-party products. This is again, iPhone 10, but it's still the same design. I mean, you're going to have a heavier case either way if you want a battery life, unless you're just going to use a battery pack and use a long cord, which obviously you're an Apple fan, you have an Apple iPhone, probably want some sexy pieces. You don't want all those cords and stuff. But for you minimalists out there, you're probably not going to like it. Still a big fan of this, but I just use this case now all the time. All right, so again, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, give me that thumbs up. Let me leave a comment. sure to subscribe to see other content. And let me know what you think. Post those other pictures and talk about it now. All right, so what we got here is my iPhone. It's pretty low. I'm going to use the fast charger here. This is going to be 30 minutes later. You can see it's at 0%. All right, now you see it went to all the way. The phone's up to 79%, and the case itself is 38%. Again, this is 30 minutes later. And then another 15 more minutes puts it at 86% for the actual phone, and it still charged the case up. Pretty good.